just a week after being sworn into office, the CPS Board of Education president is resigning.
This is in response to backlash over controversial posts on Facebook. Political reporter Paris Schutz has the details and the reaction.
Yeah, Terrence and Sylvia, this happened fast and furiously. Reverend Mitchell Johnson was only on the job for a week, as you mentioned, long enough to have one board meeting. He announced his resignation today after a torrent of social media posts were uncovered expressing anti-Semitic views, 9/11 truther views, and misogyny. Last night, Mayor Johnson defended his pick to lead the school board, saying he'd apologized. But today, a much different story. Quote, Reverend Mitchell Johnson's statements were not only hurtful but deeply disturbing. I want to be clear, anti-Semitic, misogynistic, and conspiratorial statements are unacceptable. My administration is committed to upholding the mission of transforming our public education system. It has become clear that his continued participation in the Board of Education would hinder the important work we need to accomplish for our schools. He goes on to say that he has not found a replacement yet, but he will move swiftly to find one. Now, all of this comes as the latest in the self-inflicted chaos at the Board of Education. Governor Pritzker had requested he resigned, as well as a supermajority of city council members. Now, Johnson came in with the mayor's new school board appointees after his previous school board resigned en masse after refusing to bow to pressure to fire CPS CEO Pedro Martinez. Now, earlier this afternoon, I spoke with two alder people who concurred it was time for Johnson to go.
I do believe that Mr. Johnson, his views are not in touch with the reality and where many Chicagoans are.
He should have never been hired. Once you go through a simple Google search, all these things would have popped up. So he was not properly vetted. And the mayor has several people in his administration, like Kennedy Bartley and other people, who have the same mindset. So I have to start questioning, why are we hiring all these same people that have the same mindset that you see? I mean, and the mayor said those aren't his views, but you're supporting and you're perpetuating these type of views.
A lot of questions raised right now about the vetting process that the mayor's team used, or whether they vetted at all. And you can catch my full interview with the alders on Paris on Politics tonight at 9:30. We're going to feature a debate on property tax hikes and all you need to know about Tuesday's election. And back to that original story, the school board is planning to meet tomorrow. That'll be very interesting. Terrence?
Interesting indeed, Paris. Thanks so much.